Take accountability for your actions. Okay. And I know that's hard for a lot of us. A lot of us are afraid to admit when we're wrong, and we don't apologize when we're wrong. And that's lack of accountability. Okay, you can't always be right. Some friendships you ruin for not being a good enough friend. Some relationships you ruin for not loving a person like you should have been loving them. But see, we don't want to tell ourselves that it was our fault. We tend to play the blame game and say, well, this person did this, so I did this, or they could have done this better, so that's the reason why I was acting like this. No, you know it was certain things to make a certain something last, but you didn't do it. Why? I don't know why. Whatever you didn't do it, just whatever excuse you're telling yourself, that's why you didn't do it. Okay? And that's good, but just take accountability. Okay? Take accountability when you're wrong. You don't always have to be right. You will never always be right, but just take accountability. Because when you take accountability, that's self growth. You're telling yourself, hey, I done this, I could have done this better, and I'm sorry. And that may be apologizing to yourself. You may could have done something better, but you didn't do it better because you just didn't feel like doing it. Okay, and maybe that messed you up later down the road for getting what you wanted to get. So you tell yourself, hey, I'm sorry, I know I can do better as a person, and I will be better as a person moving forward. As long as you just take accountability, guys, to me, that's the manliest and girliest thing you can do for me. That's such a turn on when you can take accountability, because you're telling yourself and the other person you don't always have to be right. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're humans, and that's okay. You will never be perfect, never, but you can grow. And one of the ways you can grow is taking accountability and just really being upfront. Be upfront with yourself. Be upfront with others, okay? Because when you put on this fake persona, you're only hurting yourself in the long run, because you're putting on this fake persona and you're not really happy, or you're putting on this persona to try to impress this person, and when you get this person, that's not the real you, and they're going to eventually find out that's not the real you. Okay, so just take accountability, be a better person, do something for somebody. And when I say accountability, it doesn't even have to be about relationships. Maybe you forgot to do your homework, and the teacher say, why you didn't do your homework, and then you're trying to blame it on her, like, because you didn't teach me well enough. No, she teached you well enough, but you were just lazy to do it. Okay, just take accountability. Say, hey teacher, I got home last night, and honestly I just didn't feel like doing it. I can make up a lie to you and tell you that my dog ate it, or I forgot to buy some pencils, but in reality I just didn't do it. And that's okay, because you're taking accountability. Okay, you're taking accountability, and you're telling yourself, hey, whatever grade I get, I deserve, because I didn't do this. Okay, it's not her fault or his fault, it's your fault. So take accountability, stay true to yourself, and always remember you will never be perfect. When you take accountability, that's somewhat perfect to me, because you know your wrongdoings. Okay, so always take accountability and be good to yourselves.